Just seeing Doncaster Knights taking to the field. They're in red shirts, blue shorts and red socks today. They're led up by their skipper, Glenn Kenworthy, the big number 4. And just concluding their lineup this afternoon will be their number 12, Bevan Armitage. One of the Armitage family from Devon, as you know, with Stefan and Dylan in the England setup.
Yeah, he's quite a tasty player as well, Bevan, so we've got to keep an eye on him today.
We now await the Pirates, the normal strands of Darude Sandstorm. We've heard this one, you'll see the crowd start clapping and they'll be up and running. Just building it up now for the Pirates this afternoon. As I said, the referee this afternoon, Leah Abderite Roberts, he'll be assisted on the touch by Gareth Copsey and Devon-based Luke Pearce. There we go, the Pirates led out this afternoon by the captain, Gavin Cattle, Alan Paver, Rudy Brits, Laurie McGlone, Dave Ward, Mike Marsco, Blair Cowan, Mark Island, Chris Morgan, Rodri McAtee, Sam Betty, Tom Luke, Johnny Bentley, Wes Davis, and finally Steve Wynn, the man in your picture there this afternoon. We're literally 10-15 seconds away now, Ben. How are you going to call it?
I'm going to sit on the fence. Pirates by 3, I think.
It's going to be tight for sure.
Be a tight one, yeah.
Pirates, this first half, will be playing from right to left. As I said, they're in their change strip this afternoon of white shirts, black shorts and black socks. But it will be Doncaster who will get us underway in the form of their fly half, John Brooks, who I saw a few weeks ago against Exeter Chiefs, and he had a fine game in their playoff game up at Castle Park. Deadly kickers who got to be disciplined this afternoon.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Discipline's key, especially with Claire. He can sway it either way sometimes. So yeah, we need a good start here. We need to receive the ball well. Hopefully Mikey can get under it.
And we're up and running. Brooks with that long kick straight away, straight down the throat of Blair Cowan on that far side. The Kiwi straight into the action, makes a good 6-7 metres there. Cattle spins it out to Bentley now. Left-footed kick there from another Kiwi. And he finds a decent touch on that far side, but it was taken back in, according to the officials. Luke Pearce indicating that one. And we'll come back. So bit of an elementary mistake there.
Yeah, no, well, we received the kick-off well, and Blair made a good run. Straight off the training park, and unfortunately Johnny's just kicked it out.
So we got the first line out. This is normally your area of expertise, Ben. Donny, to my knowledge, have a good line out.
Yeah, they've got a pretty well-run line out. Glenn Kenworthy's experienced operator from his time up at Rotherham as well, and it's normally a pretty slick line out and a hard one to defend.
Townsend wins that one for the visitors, and immediately the drive goes on from the Knights. They've made 2 or 3 metres already, but good repel there from the Pirates.
He's doing well here.
Second drive now from the Doncaster boys. They drive forward. You can see there Kenworthy with the scrum cap on, the number 4, the captain. He's just tailing in at the back. Chris Hallam taps on the back of the shoulder there. Now there's the peel. Here's Hallam. That's not the best of passes there to the scrum half. He has to recover it well. Fears it out to Carter now. He's hauled to the floor by Mark Island. The centres go in for the Pirates. Penalty coming here for the visitors.
I think it's just a knock-on advantage,
Yeah, you're quite right. Brooks goes cross-field, but in fact it goes sideways. But it hangs up nicely on the far side there. And they feed it back inside now to Nalu Tau, former Plymouth Albion man. Turnover ball here for the Pirates. And McAtee is away. Collects it well there, the Welsh whippet. Gets up to the 10-metre line. Dave Ward quickly in support on that far side. Pirates, good turnover ball. Now Cattle, left-footed kick. Sees the space in behind. The chase is on, led by McAtee. Brooks is across to try and clear the danger. Left-footed kick, doesn't find touch. Feeds it back inside now to Paver. Paver to the rampaging Mike Marsco. Beats 1, 2, 3 men before hauled to the floor. Goes to ground, Cattle goes in. Now it's an offload to Brits, back in the side from injury. The big South African takes it forward. Cattle goes in to secure it. Fires it left to Steve Wynn. Unfortunately, that one's been knocked on by the Welshman there, and we'll come back for a scrum. Great turnover work there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who turned the ball over, but we've gone down the other end of the pitch, and we actually look quite dangerous then.
Just the kind of start. That was the problem at Albion last time out. We had a slow start.
Yeah, well, we've had a good start. Mike Marsco's just had a really good run there, and I think it's settled the boys down a bit. So it's nice that we're in the opposition third now, and let's hope we can stay there and put some pressure on the kicker here now and get the line out around the 10-metre line.
So first scrum of the afternoon, and it will be going the way of Doncaster. In the ball in the hands of their scrum half, Chris Hallam. And already you can see Gavin Cattle's right on his shoulder. He's going to give him testing time.
Yeah, Gav will be in his ear all day. Good bit of banter, I imagine.
And immediately the referee just having a word there with Toma Toke, the Donny Loosehead, up against the man mountain that is Rudy Britz. We've seen these pictures here. Paver up against Nalu Tau, two former Albion men. Big scrum there from the Cornish Pirates. And it's fed out along the line to Bevan Armitage, but that one's been knocked on, and it's scrum this time.
This is a perfect attacking opportunity for the boys here now. I'm sure we've worked on one in the training ground this week, so we'll be interested if it comes off.
Options either way here for the Pirates. Bentley is right directly behind the scrum. You have Steve Wynn and Tom Luke to the left-hand side, Wes Davis, Mark Ireland and Rodrigo McAtee to the right. We're waiting for this scrum to engage. Down go the packs. Big scrum, that one went in far too quick. Referee says he's not happy with that, and we'll start again.
We just need a solid scrum here. Let the backs do the talking.
Just wait for them to reset. So the scrum goes down for a third time now. Penalty there, easy peasy.
Yeah, this should be a nice solid 3 points now for the boys, and just reward for a solid scrum by Paves and Rudy.
And straight away Johnny Bentley.
It's so important in cup games that we come away from these situations with points, and there's no going for bonus points today. It's just
just win the game.
Yeah, just keep that scoreboard ticking.
So immediately Toma Toke was the man penalised there for slipping his bind at that scrum. 5 minutes on the clock, and Johnny Bentley has the first opportunity of the game, and you kind of back him here.
He should nail this one, no problem.
No pressure on him.
No. I think even I could maybe slot this one over.
Well, we have seen some of your footwork this year, your fancy footwork, Gully. So here we go, Bentley up his steps, left-footed kick. That one sails right between the sticks. The flag go up, and the Pirates are up and running here. We're 6 minutes on the clock. It's the Cornish Pirates 3, Doncaster 0. Just the start they wanted.
Yeah, that's a good, solid start from the boys. Really settled us down, and hopefully I can receive this kick off, and let's get down in the right areas again.
So the Kiwi magician gets his points tally up and running for the game. Brooks, his opposite number, restarts with that one. Again, a high-hanging kick, and again finds Blair Cowan on that far side. Similar response from the Kiwi to the initial kick-off.
Box kick now.
Cattle looks at the options, and it is a left-footed kick from the captain. High-hanging one. Carter's under it on the far side. Gathers it well, but runs straight into 3 Pirates players before the ruck is assembled. Hallam again looks to go on that narrow side and releases Flockhart this time. Nice slip pass with Hallam again, but he only feeds it straight into the midriff there of Rodrigo McAtee. Loose pass there from McAtee, but it's gathered well by Tom Luke. He gets up just short of halfway, goes to ground, ruck ball for the Pirates this time.
We're on
Cattle
blind
goes
here.
left. Drop of the shoulder there from Mark Ireland, goes up just short of...
If we can hook back, we're in.
Cattle out to McAtee. McAtee now spins it right to Mike Myerscough. Myerscough looks for the offload. Hauled to the floor by Hallam. Ball's on the deck. You can see it there. There goes Cattle with it. Out to Bentley. Sees the spot in behind.
That's superb.
Clever vision again there from the Kiwi. And just pinning Donny back at every opportunity.
Yeah, it's good to see. Sort of, see Gav took the responsibility of the box kick then, and we're now on the opposition 22. Hopefully we can pinch this line out of them.
So we have a line out on that far side. I know when you are doing your preparation, you do a lot of work on the line outs, Ben.
Yeah, we sit down with the DVDs and go through the Donny's last 2, maybe 3 games, and see if we can crack the codes.
Code breakers, I like it. But we've just got a break in play at the moment. The Doncaster skipper, Glenn Kenworthy's down, just getting a bit of treatment. I know you've come up against him a bit in the past. He's a seasoned old campaigner, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a solid player, Glenn, and he's a good bloke off the pitch. And
Watch on, please.
He's a big player for Doncaster.
As you can see there, the scoreboard reads Cornish Pirates 3, visitors Doncaster yet to score. But Steve Bowden with this line out now, just outside the Donny 22, fires it in towards Kenworthy. Good competing there from the Pirates, but that one's driven back well by the home side. Now they go for a second try. Toker adds his considerable frame to the equation there for the visitors. Hallam just directing operations from the base of this ruck. Plenty of competition. Myers goes in there battling hard for the visitors. Box kick from Hallam, right-footed kick downfield. McAtee is under it, and he gathers simply before returning it. High snag there on the Welshman, but referee says play on. It's been knocked on in the tackle, and we'll come back for the scrum, says referee Leah Apgonight-Roberts.
I think both teams are a bit nervous out there. A lot of errors in the opening 10 minutes.
Just seeing the replay there, it looks a high snag on Rodri. If you just there. But referee said play on. But as I said, the little Welsh whippet, he's not the biggest of players.
He's a tricky customer though, he's hard to get hold of.
I know Chris Sterling has mentioned to me several times when he's in the side, he offers you that sort of X factor.
Yeah. His footwork's unbelievable. He can make you look very silly in training, and he has done me this season a few times.
Scrum, bang on halfway for Doncaster. Big shove again from the Pirates pack. That one's going right round, but the referee has penalised Alan Paver on this occasion, and it's the visitors taking it quickly from Cochrane. That looked forward, but referee says play on. Ruck ball now for the Knights once again. Hallam out to Toke. Charges straight into Chris Morgan and Blair Cowan. Massive hit there, but crucially gets the ball back. Brooks looks for the space in behind, but that's careless there from the Donny fly half. He kicks it out on the full, and we'll come back for a line out bang on halfway. So for all that passage of play, Ben, we haven't gone anywhere, just sideways.
Yeah. I think Steve Wynn put a massive hit in there on Blair Cowan, so boys are defending really well.
Line out ball, that one's gone over the top, and it's a turnover ball. Just looking out there now.
Is that Granger?
Granger's actually out there. They've just swapped numbers. The number 18 is actually starting this afternoon, so Adam Kettle is on the bench. Apologies for that earlier. But yep, Simon Granger starts the game.
Another season pro up there as well, Grange.
Going along the line, Brooks feeds it out to Briers, now to Townsend in the centre. He makes yardage, but it's turnover ball again. Good work from Steve Wynn. Cattle again sees the gap in behind. The chase is on. Tom Luke is charging after this one. Totally missed there by Cochrane. Andy Wright, former Exeter student there, gathers and clears his line. Nice one-handed offload there to Hallam, but again it looks as though it's turnover ball for the Pirates. Brilliant. It is. Cattle along the line to Wes Davis. Wes Davis has Luke outside him. Referee calling a halt to play here. Just try and listen in, see what's going on.
Come here. Watch this off. You lead with the elbow, make sure they drive with the ball, please. Keep it down. Away you go.
And it's Wes Davis who's penalised there for use of the elbow going in on the tackle. Brooks looks for the space in behind. Wes Davis still trotting back there. McAtee is back to cover the danger. Takes it back in. Then right-footed kick downfield. Drills it into the arms on the far side there of Chris Briers. Briers chip and chase from him. No, it's actually Carter, sorry. Carter. Great work there from Bentley on the far side. His chance to show some nifty footwork. Ruck ball now to the Pirates. Feeds it inside to Cowan. Cowan, nice offload to Morgan. Back row already beginning to dominate for the Pirates in these early stages. Cattle switches it right to Ireland to win. Quick hands there in the midfield from the home side up to halfway. Ruck ball again. Now Cattle snipes. Feeds it along the line to McAtee with time and space. Chips it forward. Taken out. Arm is out. Penalty coming here. Cynical bit of play there from Doncaster.
Hopefully.
Interesting. We might get a replay of that in a moment. Just see it here now, Ben, on the footage. McAtee, right foot chip over the top, and it's Chris Hallam. Chops him right out the hip.
Yeah. I know, Roger. I think he's bought us a penalty there. He did hit him late.
Whatever, though, it is a penalty to the home side. And it's in one of those do-you-don't you zones, isn't it? Do you go for the corner and try and back yourself to try and get 7 points, or do you just take the 3 on offer?
I think the
kick in tee is being called.
I think that's the right decision. think, well, it will be if he kicks it. If he doesn't, it's the wrong one, isn't it? It's catch-22, that one.
Do you get a say when you're out there? You know, that would be your sort of domain, a 5 metre line out?
Yeah, well, sometimes if I feel that we're dominant in that area, but we've not actually had a maul or anything against them yet, so I think it's the right call to have a shot at posts.
So Johnny Bentley on the 22 metre line, you can see 10 metres in from that right touch line. Already 1 from 1 this afternoon for the young Kiwi, signed in the summer from Yokohama All-Stars. Ever fancy playing in Japan?
I wouldn't mind, actually. I'll give it a go for a couple of years, maybe. I don't know.
A twilight of the career, almost.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You don't see many Englishmen going over there. Tends to be more the Kiwis.
I remember a few from the past. Yoni Kepu up at Exeter, he went there, and Shane Dram, who even had a loan spell at the Cornish All Blacks. But back to the action here. Johnny Bentley, left-footed kick. Got a good connection.
Ooh.
Cannon's back off the right post and into the arms of a Donny player. Now it's Doncaster on the counter. Carter along the line here to Briers. He gets up to just outside his own 22, ruck ball. So that chance goes begging for Bentley on this occasion.
They've got
now they feed it out along the line.
It's okay.
Worked along the line. Boyd to Toker this time. Toker just outside his 22. Ruck ball on the far side. Now Hallam, right-footed, chip over the top. Blair Cowan's waiting there. Feeds it back inside to Wes Davis, former Doncaster man. Spins it out to another ex-Donny man in the form of Tom Luke. He goes sideways rather than forward. He needs to try and straighten up his line, which he does eventually. Gets to the 10 metre.
Found the forwards there.
Cattle out now to Bentley. Drop of the shoulder there from the Pirates' number 10. Cattle comes again wide to win this time. He will ask the question of Briers. Slips off 1, 2. Loose pass there in the contact and turnover now for the visitors. But Cattle does well to snag his opposite number. And again, turnover ball, which Wynn gathers. Cattle, left-footed kick over the top. Spots the gap in behind Carter. Carter didn't quite read that one. Trying to chase it back. He's going to have to clear it. Left-footed. He does. And he finds touch just shy of halfway. Good clearance there from Carter. But
yeah, that's a good 40-metre kick, solid. Fair play.
15 minutes on the clock here at the Camborne Recreation Ground. It's Cornish Pirates 3, visitors Doncaster 0 here on Pirates TV. Brought to you as always by the My Cornwall TV crew. Line out ball to the Pirates. Again, loose line out, but
it's okay, we've got it back.
they've tidied it up. And it's Wynn again, back in the side this afternoon, who starts asking a few questions there in the midfield.
Our ruck ball seems so much cleaner this week, which we worked on Tuesday. So the ball looks pretty good for Gavin about there. Unfortunately, Mikey just knocked that one on.
Doncaster now with turnover ball, arms out there, you can see in the picture from the referee. So free ball here for the visitors. Toker runs straight into Myerscough. Nice offload, and his pass is spilt by Nalu Tau, but will come back for that original penalty. Referee just informing there. Just seeing a replay of that. Toker, 2 Tongan props starting the game for Donny this afternoon. Just bouncing off Nalu Tau's head there. The normal tactic with Doncaster a lot of the time is for Tau to play the 40 minutes and then they swap it at half-time. It wouldn't surprise me if that happens again this afternoon.
But I think they've had a few injuries. I'm not sure who they've got on the bench. I'm not sure if is Kuzak on the bench. He's another tight head for them, but no, I don't think he is. So
McMillan or Doughty, I think.
Yeah, we might see a bit more out of Talu this week. Maybe 60 minutes.
That one's kicked downfield by Brooks. He finds touch on that far left-hand side. And the Donny forwards will finally come into picture, slow to assemble for this line-out. Bowden with the line-out, goes towards the tail.
Back peel.
Now it's Toke, as Ben said, peeling off the back there. Ruck ball, carried forward this time by Granger, goes to ground, looks for the support of his teammates, which he gets. Hallam, you can there see, calling upon. You can see a set move here. Tau charges it forward, gets bodies in there. Now it's Boyd who picks up.
Go on, Dave. Turnover.
Dave
Ooh.
Ward
Oh, that's
battling hard there again. Now they come wide. Brooks to Armitage this time. Steps inside one man. Drops it back. Not the best of ball there for Hallam, but he does well to gather it. Runs straight into three
shot.
Pirates players. Carries the ball forward. Brooks is in there. Referee says that's a penalty for holding on.
Who was that?
And it was real good turnover work. Just see the bodies coming up there. Chris Morgan's in there.
Morgs or
And finally, Dave Ward. How many times have I said that this season? Dave Ward winning turnover ball. He's a real dog when it comes to those sort of areas.
Oh, on the floor, he's brilliant at it. He turns so much ball over for us, and like I said, it's a real asset with Dave's.
And Donny will be kicking themselves. That was a good opportunity for them to try and get themselves up and running in this encounter. But unfortunately, they get turned over. More to the good work of Dave Ward. And now it'll be Dave Ward, the man with the ball, to do his other job, which is to throw the line out, which has been a bit scrappy so far. That one's closed right up, and the referee will start it all over again. Warning there for Glenn Kenworthy, closing the gap down. This one again looks messy. It's gone towards the tail. That's appalling.
Oh, come on, ref.
Sam Betty.
That's nasty, that.
Penalty coming for sure. Just try and listen into what the referee said.
I don't need you. You got the man, and I got the man here. All right. It was mistimed. All right. You had the first advantage. I'm reversing it for a mistimed tackle. All right.
Just see the picture there, and you can hear the words there of the referee. And it's the number 18, Simon Granger, who's penalised. As the referee said, just mistimed. It just looks worse when it's like that.
It did, yeah.
Bentley.
Johnny bounced straight back up from it as well.
Left-footed kick. Is that one going to hit touch? Andy Wright coming in from off the pitch to gather that ball, and gathers. And it's
Did well there, didn't he?
gathered the ball. Carter spins that one really wide out to that far side where Briers, the outside centre, gathers, goes to ground. Working the ball now through Hallam. Hallam releases Flockhart on that far side. Chip kick through. Wes Davis does a nice juggling act. Could get a job in the circus like that. But McAtee works it inside to Bentley. Knocked on. And referee just allows play to go on momentarily. And good job he did, because it releases Dave Ward in space. Links with his fellow front row forward, Alan Paver, just shy of halfway now. They go right through Cattle, out to Ireland this time. Switch back inside to Blair Cowan, over halfway now. Good yardage made by the Cornish Pirates here. Cattle again, feeds it to Brits this time. Charges
Good
in like
carry
a bullet.
from Rudy.
Out wide to Bentley. Bentley, that looked high
That
on the
looks
Kiwi
another.
again. Referee says play on. Ward goes in to secure possession. Cattle out to Wes Davis to win. Win just shy of halfway. Now makes it over halfway. 5 metres
Winnie's
short.
had a great
Lovely
start.
offload to Alan Paver, who links well with Myerscough. Great interchanging pass in there from the Pirates. Now Cattle goes right to Ireland. Ireland charging in.
Good
Blair
line,
Cowan
Blair.
driving forward, just asking the question, probing all the time. Bentley to win. Win drops the shoulder once.
Well done, Winnie.
Cross the line now to Bentley, to Betty. Held up by some
Sam
good
done well
Doncaster defence. Cattle goes wide again. McAtee in the fly half roll. Quick feet from the Welshman. His
think we just need a bit
compatriot
of field.
gathers. Now it's Bentley. Drills that one left-footed through, and a lovely kick.
That's some good stuff there. But,
Good rugby all round, really, Ben. It was some nice questioning from the Pirates in the attack, and some excellent defence there from Doncaster.
I think that's the first time we've managed to string a few phases together. We look pretty dangerous there.
And you were talking as well about Steve Wynn. He's been in the action a lot already.
Yes, Winnie's had a cracking start to the game. He's been chomping at the bit for the past few weeks to get back in the team, and obviously he's flown off the line-up today.
That line out there was secured safely by Glenn Kenworthy, the Doncaster skipper. Pirates are struggling with their line out a bit at the moment, Ben.
A little bit, yeah. I think the calling's been okay, and it's just maybe a missed lift here or there. The right options are being called, though, so that's the most important thing.
Hallam clears the danger. Tom Luke gathers at the second attempt, feeds it into Wes Davis.
with that
His left-footed kick across field. and finds touch on that far side. So 22 minutes on the clock now. Pirates still lead in this British and Irish Cup semi-final, 3-0. One Johnny Bentley penalty after just 6 minutes is the difference between the two at the moment.
This is yours, right?
Talking in the week with the coaches, they've talked about a lot. The Doncaster defence are probably one of the best in the division in terms of their stats and the amount of points they leak.
Yeah, they're a very good defensive team, and they're hard to crack down, which is why when we're down in these areas, we need to start coming away with points, especially down the slope.
Again, just a break in play. You can just catch the referee in the left-hand corner of your picture there. It's Toma Toke who's down on this occasion, and also Glenn Townsend getting a bit of treatment, getting a bit of headgear wrapped around him. Now looks more like a Indian.
Time is still off.
There'll be some sore
Maybe a
bodies out
cut to
there
his right eye, maybe.
in a long season.
Watch is on.
Back in play again, says the referee. Bowden with that line-up. Kenworthy again. Simple ball at the front for them each time. That one's dragged to the floor. Pirates penalised. But Doncaster will.
Took them all down.
It's a bit harsh, I thought. The first man took him down okay there.
It formed and it gone, then he pulled it.
Fair enough.
Can't argue with Sir, as they say.
No.
He's the man in control. We might think whatever, but Brooks has this penalty, and he will look to gain his side some territory down that left flank. Right-footed kick from him. Down it goes. Booms it on the wind, and it's caught on the wind there as well. Members of the Falmouth Marine Band on that far side there trying to catch it. In fact, they did more of a volleyball punch. Anyhow.
You can see Doncaster just slowing the game down a bit at the minute because they're obviously up the hill, so they're trying to kill time as often as they can. And then I think they'll try and attack us straight after the break.
Slowing that tempo down. All right. Try to stay there. All right. No. It was two
Rudy
line-outs,
Brits
wasn't it?
just down there
Yeah.
with the new physio, Torquil Dick.
Yeah, Torquil, he's a good bloke. He's settled into Pirates life quite well.
Watch on.
And he's taken over from Lauren Devlin, who of course has moved to Leeds Carnegie in the Premiership. And they've got a massive game this afternoon against Worcester.
That didn't look straight. Yeah. That's good. We've got a break there.
So
we get a bit of field position again.
As Ben said there, not straight that line out, so we'll come back for the scrum. I know the coaches are up in their little perch behind the post to the right of us here, but they'll be happy with this, won't they, Ben?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we've sort of played the game in the right areas. I think both teams are really cagey still a bit of nerves out there, obviously with it being a semi-final. But we could do with just getting a score just before half-time. It would be settle us down even more, I think.
That scrum is a mess, according to the referee, so we'll reset. And
Bit of afters.
exchange of handbags there. Laurie McGlone quickly in to act as enforcer. I think his teeth are all cemented back in place now.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Tyler Hodson was cited a few weeks ago after laying one on Laurie McGlone, and the outcome of which came earlier this week. He's had a 3-week ban. He will miss the Albion's final game of the season against Bedford, and the authorities have dealt with that one. I know at the time I certainly called that one as a blatant red card, and shocked to see a yellow come out, but that sort of thing can't go on a rugby field, Ben.
No, it was a real cheap shot, that one, and sort of out of character for Tyler Hodson from what I've heard up there, but like you said, you just can't do that on rugby pitch anymore.
Flockhart returns that one for Doncaster. His fellow wingman there, Andy Wright, number 14, takes it to ground. Now Hallam goes wide. Brooks has options outside, and he drops his left shoulder, comes back inside. Not the best of passes to a teammate, but Doncaster crucially hold on to the ball. Hallam goes left. There's options out there if they decide to use them. Carter, though, goes it alone, just shy of halfway. Ball for the visitors once again.
Pave's getting through some work again. Good. Oof.
Monster hit there from Laurie McGlone. Some will say he hasn't rolled out.
Turned over
but,
as well.
It's great work again from the Pirates. Ireland will carry it forward. Runs into his opposite number, Bevan Armitage. Kenworthy comes through to hit his opposite number, the captain, Gavin Cattle. Steve Wynn held on halfway. Nice offload from the ground to Mike Myerscough. Cattle. Penalty coming here to the Pirates. Can't do that on the floor. Not surprisingly, Toma Toke, the man, penalised again. That's 2 or 3 he's given away this afternoon. I think this one will be a little bit out of Johnny Bentley's range, especially against the wind, Ben.
Yeah, I think when they pump it into the corner and maybe have a drive at them or try a back peel against them. We've not actually had any phase ball in the opposition 22 yet, so let's hope we can win the line out and go into our patterns.
So Bentley finds a decent touch on that far side, midway between the Donny 22 and their try line. Big opportunity now for the Pirates to add to their advantage. They lead 3-0.
Could go for.
In it goes. Sloppy line out again from the Pirates. It's killing them at the moment. Hallam releases himself. He's away.
Dear.
1, 2 men. Ward's in chase. Tries the tap tackle. Referee says that's a knock on by Rodri McAtee in trying to scoop up that loose ball. And we'll have a scrum on halfway. Ben, that was a crucial line out gone begging.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just doesn't seem to be working for us at the minute. I'm not sure what's going on. I think again that the throw was good there and the call looked right, but I'm not sure if the lifts are quite there at the minute. Fair play to Doncaster, they're putting quite a lot of pressure on Dave's throw.
We've had times this season when Alan Paver's been sat alongside me in your seat there, Ben, and he's gone down and given a few tips of advice to the coaching staff.
I was just thinking that I might have to go and see Ian. I think if we just shorten the line out up, I think we'd start winning a bit more ball, and maybe when Ian walks past,
Scrum's gone down again, and again it's that far side where Toma Toke is up against Rudy Britz, and the referee's on the side. He's having a close watch, and he's really having a word with the Tongan open side.
Hopefully we can work a penalty out of this now.
We get ready to engage yet again. He's certainly watching that side very closely there, Ben.
Yeah.
Nice feed.
Only those two will know what's going on as well. Nobody else.
Briars along the line now to Flockhart, the former Isha man, signed in the summer. One of a number of signings the Knights made. Another was Nicky Griffiths, who joined the club. That's knocked on. Nalu Tal, sloppy hands from him there. Wasn't the best of passes to the tight head prop, it's got to be said.
Good line speed from Laurie though. He got off the line quick and put pressure on him. So he had a little look up and saw Laurie heading towards him, and he's knocked it on.
Glenn Kernworthy won't be a scrum half in the future, based on that performance there. Anyway, we're still coming up to the half-hour mark. It's the Cornish Pirates 3, Doncaster Knights 0. Nip and tuck in this BNI Cup semi-final. As I said, the winners of which will have a home final against Munster, who absolutely trounced Ulster in the other semi-final. And that's a quick free kick from the Pirates, taken forward by Blair Cowan. Briars, he's well offside there. Referee says play on.
I'm not sure it was 10 metres either.
Bentley,
offload.
Lovely offload to Ward. Ward in space, offloads to Win to Luke in space. Luke chips forward, pushed out of play there by Andy Wright. Try time. We're up and running. It's Wes Davis up against his former club. I thought the officials might have come back for the push on Tom Luke, but the play carried on. And there you can see the broad grin on his face. Wes Davis is delighted. That's the first try of the game. And the Pirates are 8-0 in front. Let's just see the replay. Blair Cowan takes the ball forward. Held short. And this was really quick hands. The break in particular from Dave Ward in this play.
Offside there, but Gav gets in there and digs the ball out.
Cattle picks it out. Simple way. Johnny Bentley. This is a lovely break here from Dave Ward. Dave Ward makes the yardage. Good link play with Win to Luke. Heel chip forward. The chase is on. I thought that could have been a penalty of its own, but Carter makes a right hash of this one.
What's he done there?
And Wes Davis says, thank you very much. Try time.
Oh, Wes will be loving that as well against his former club.
So Bentley has the chance to add some additional points here. Testing kick for him.
That's a tough kick, isn't it?
It is a tough kick.
That's just what we needed, but almost perfect time to score on the half-hour mark. and that's just 2 scores in front now. So
you hear the odd groan in the grandstand, but I challenge any of the people in this grandstand to go out and have a go themselves at trying to do that.
Yeah, that's a tough kick for anyone.
Obviously, the leading point scorer this season, Rob Cook, is out injured with a broken hand, sustained in the game at Bedford a fortnight ago. We're going to have a chat with him here on Pirates TV during the break. See how he's getting on. He's also going to cut short his cricketing start for St Just this season.
Yeah.
I know he's been snapped up by the George Empire down there in West Cornwall. Classy batsman by all accounts for Lincolnshire in the past, and now he's probably going to try and do that this summer for St Just in the Cornwall Premier League.
He's pretty handy at everything, Cookie. He's a quite talented boy. He's
a bit like Andy Burkett in that respect. He can play at jack of all trades in all sports. I remember I played a round of golf with Andy Burkett once, his natural right-hander, and he said, I'll go with your left-handed clubs, and hit that one 250 yards down the fairway. Sick. That's
good turnover again. We're doing well on the floor
and the
today.
Pirates are on again. Marsko, lift your head up. Nice offload to Win. Win, quick hands here to Ireland. It's on if they decide to use it. Davis cuts back in off that right flank. Runs straight into Townsend in the middle. Cattle now snipes.
Good quick
looping
ball
pass to Paver. Paver offloads to his fellow prop, Rudy Britts, just shy of the Donny 22. Cattle goes in again. Simple offload. Good work again. McAtee's in time and space. 1-on-1.
Yes,
McAtee, he's in. He's under the sticks. The Welshman's there. Try time. It's just the speed of hands there again, Ben, that's made that opening.
Brilliant. I think the speed, our ruck is so quick this week. It's, the boys are clearing past the ball and giving Gav the ball on a plate. And
I'm actually saying it's Rodri McAtee. It was in. No,
it's Johnny.
I played Johnny Be Good. It is Johnny Bentley. Then we were calling it Rodri McAtee. Apologies for that. Johnny Bentley's try.
Yeah, boys settled down well now, and we're looking good at the minute.
But again, it was just the quick hands of that really tore the Doncaster defence wide open. And I know Chris and Harvey have spoken to me in the past. If you play quick rugby against Doncaster, that's when they struggle.
Yeah, well, most teams, if you can get good quick ball and move the point of contact, not many teams in the league can live with us.
So Bentley, he's had 1 from 3 in terms of kicks this afternoon, but this one's slightly easier, maybe more like his second penalty.
Yeah, I fancy him for this one.
And it's Bentley who now has the chance to convert his own score. Pirates lead with 34 minutes on the clock, 13 points to 0. That can be 15 if this kick goes over. Just weighing it up. Up he steps, left-footed kick from him. The cheers tell you that that one has gone between the sticks. Johnny Be Good is certainly being good with that one. And it's 15-0 to the Cornish Pirates. Ben, this is great stuff.
Oh, I thought a try before was perfect time, but that's even better. Two quick tries, and that's just 15-0 up now with 5 minutes to go of the half.
And to be fair, Doncaster haven't looked like scoring yet.
No, our defence looks pretty good. Mike, well done, Chris. Good kick off again.
Brooks went slightly shorter with that kick, but Morgan gathered well on the far side. Left foot hanging a kick there from Cattle. The chase is on from Rodri McAtee. It went backwards, says the referee. Armitage is quickly onto that. Now he feeds Boyd. Boyd to Carter, to Briers. That's a poor pass from him. Right, runs straight into Brooks, but the referee says play on. He needs numbers there, which he does. Hallam goes in. Feeds it out now to Flockhart, in off that left flank. Not the best of passes there from Flockhart, but Armitage does well to clean it up. Feeds with Toker. Toker's away. There we were saying they hadn't threatened, and all of a sudden they're 10 metres short of the Pirates' line. Big opportunity now for Doncaster to try and get themselves up in the mark. Carter feeds it to Townsend. Townsend runs straight at the Pirates' defence. 10 metres short of the line. They'll go on the blind side. Bentley was a slow, lazy runner there. Clever play, maybe. Referee has got his arm out. Armitage just shy of the line. Over he's going. Referee says try. Luke Pearce, thumb up from the touch judge, says that's a try. And an instant response there from the Doncaster Knights. And it comes in the form of Bevan Armitage.
It's last advantage, lazy running going across the 9. Make sure you go.
Try time for the visitors. They're back in this one. Just seeing it there. Good leg drive here. Davis tries to haul him to the floor. Rodri McAtee up against him. Then Johnny Bentley. But they're both in there, and unfortunately the sandwich isn't enough.
I think the touch judge gave that, did he?
Yeah, he did. Try there for Bevan Armitage.
Next game on now.
Brooks, 15-0 would have been nice at half-time. Now it's 15-5, just 10 points the difference, and it could be even less if Brooks can land this one. It's a tough kick from that left touchline. Does have the wind in his favour though.
Could do with a Falmouth band beating their drums now.
You'd get that in France, I think, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm sure Phil Western wouldn't like that at all.
No. Brooks, though, has the chance here to cut the deficit. You can just see the 22 in the picture. Shows you. So it's probably a kick of about 32 metres when you take into account the angle. McAtee is charging after this one, putting the pressure on, drifting it back, but doesn't drift it back enough, say the touch judges. So Brooks is unable to convert that score. And with just 2 minutes of the first half remaining, it's the Cornish Pirates 15, visitors Doncaster Knights 5. Good reply there from the Knights.
Yep. They needed it really because the game was getting away from them. The Pirates have been playing really well, and I could see us going on then to score a couple more. But like you said, Doncaster have done well to get back in the game.
As you said though, Ben, it's not worrying about bonus points today. Just win the game this afternoon. That's the first and foremost. And then, should they do that, Munster will be here on the 16th of May. And you're hopeful maybe of getting back for that?
Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, if, obviously we've got to get this game out of the way first. But Tim Saunders, the guy I saw on Monday, said that I could possibly play in that game, so that'd be a bonus.
Wes Davis, high-hanging kick there, bounces nicely for him, and it's eventually gathered by Doncaster, just shy of their 22-metre line. Referee says that's a penalty against the Pirates. Tom Luke penalised.
Mike Marsko got a good shoe in there as well.
He's in there. And this is Mike's first season, and I know you sort of talked to the other locks and that. He's very athletic. He's had a lot of experience in the past with like sort of Launceston, and started his career up at Bath.
Yeah. Mike, his work rate's phenomenal. He's always up there on the stats, and like you say, he's very athletic, and he's a good line out forward for us as well.
His option as well that he can offer back row cover as well, 6 or 8.
Yeah, he's pretty swift, and a little bit annoying for me sometimes because he shows me up in testing.
Doncaster though with line out ball, just about a metre or so inside their own half. Bowden with the ball in hand.
There we go. Well done, Mikey.
Just talking about that man, Mike Marsko, and he wins that ball for the Cornish Pirates. Just keep it simple. Let's go in at half time like this now. That would be the
Donny got it back here.
The instructions. Doncaster appear to have won it back because Marsko no longer has the ball in hand. There he is trying to battle for possession. Hallam is at the tail of this ruck. Nalu Tau peeling off just to the left, as is Steve Bowden. Hallam just tapping Boyd on the shoulder. Marsko is eventually bundled out the way. Cowan comes driving through at that ruck.
Go again now.
Now goes Dave Ward. Nice counter rucking here from the Pirates. They haven't got enough bodies there. Oh, lucky to win that scrum. But that's the half-time whistle, says the referee. That's the last action of the half. And it's the Pirates who lead by 15 points to 5 in the Premiership. We've got a result, half-time score coming through of Leeds 12, Worcester 3. So this leads in the ascendancy there. It's the Pirates in the ascendancy here at Camborne. All going to plan. We're going to take a short break. As I said, half-time we'll bring you an interview with Rob Cook to see how his broken hand's coming on. And then, of course, we'll bring you the second half with myself, Mark Stevens, and Ben Gulliver. So stay tuned here on Pirates TV. Welcome back here on Pirates TV. Half-time and it's going the way of the Cornishmen. They lead 15-5 here in the British and Irish Cup semi-final against visiting Doncaster. Joining me now is injured Rob Cook, the club's leading point scorer. Last time we saw you, Rob, you were departing on a stretcher. Thankfully, that didn't turn out as bad, but you're out anyhow with a bad hand.
Yeah. Fortunately, I was stretched off. I said I didn't really want to, but I had a little bit of pain in my back, so they said it'd better safe than sorry to be stretched off. But yeah, I ended up with a broken hand afterwards. But I don't really know how that happened, but yeah, it's happened now. Disappointing
though that you're going to miss the final weeks of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously got a business end of the season. It's where it all happens and trophies are won and stuff. So still might be an outside chance for the final, but the boys still got to do a job here. So
I was going to say 15-5. It's been pretty good first half for the boys.
Yeah, they played well. They've come out of the blocks and against the wind as well, which is good, and played some decent rugby. That was intention all week. They've trained really well, and they played some decent rugby. They probably deserve to be a little bit more. Probably didn't really want them scoring just before half time, but no, they've played some good stuff.
Injury aside though, Rob, it's been a dream season for you, hasn't it?
I couldn't have wished for anything better. Really. I never expected this, so I'm well chuffed with myself. But I know it's been a great environment for me. I took the opportunities when I needed to, and it's just gone well for me, really.
I was talking to Gully, he signed a new deal. You're obviously on board for next year as well. It's great to have so many guys already signed up and sealed.
It's looking good for next year. You can feel a bit of the excitement in the coaches and throughout the club as well. It's looking good. We've managed to keep quite a few of the senior players as well, which is excellent. So looking forward to next year. But hopefully we can finish this season off with a bit of silverware.
I was going to say the championship dream is all but over, but win this afternoon and Munster here.
Yeah, it'll be a great spectacle. Hopefully, well, let's get this 40 minutes out of the way first. I mean, if they play like they did in that first half, then it shouldn't be a problem. But you know, everyone can beat anyone in this league, so you never know, really.
I know you're loving Cornish life, and I hear you've been signed up by the George Empire for the St Just cricket this year. When your hand's better, a bit of cricket as well.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't allowed to play last year, but this year been given the go ahead. So looking forward to it. A bit of time to spend in the summer. So I've met the boys, so they're a good crack as well. And obviously been spending some time with Nick George as well. So it's been a good crack, really. Yeah.
I was going to say 40 minutes left now. Pirates just keep going as they have been.
I mean, don't change anything different. Just go and play how they've been playing. I think they might use the wind a little bit more in this half, but I think they'll look to keep the tempo up high and then go from there. Hopefully, a few more. Next score's vital. If we can get a try early on in the second half and try and kill the game and just keep pulling away from them, so it should fingers crossed easy win for us, boys.
Great stuff, Cookie. Thanks for joining us here on Pirates TV. Well, that's the thoughts there of Rob Cook. Hopefully, he is hoping that he'll be back for the final. We'll wait to see on that front. Ben Gulliver's been saying the same there, but we've got all the action in the second half coming. Pirates, as we know, 15-5 up. They've got it all to do, but let's get cheering. See you in a minute. Well, welcome back here to the recreation ground, half-time, and it's going the way of the Cornish Pirates. They lead 15-5 in this encounter against visiting Doncaster Knights. A place in the British and Irish Cup final awaits the winners this afternoon. Munster will be the side whoever the victors face. At the moment, it's the Cornish Pirates that are going that way. Alongside me this afternoon in his commentary booth is the injured Pirates lock, Ben Gulliver. And alongside him is his girlfriend and England international, Georgina Rosario. Georgina, good afternoon.
Hiya.
I know you come and watch plenty of Pirates rugby and that, but great occasion, great atmosphere, and good game so far.
Oh yeah, brilliant so far. They've had a cracking start to the game. Just hope they can put a few more points on in the second half and kill the game off, really.
I know when you and I were chatting before the game, you were saying World Cup beckons for you, and you hope to be in the England squad.
Yeah, it's just around the corner now, really. So selection for that will be first week in May. So fingers crossed. Hopefully they're picking a squad of 26 this year. So not a huge number, not a massive squad, but hoping to get myself in there.
And your man here signed up for another 2 years with the Pirates.
Yeah, we're looking forward to another 2 years down here, hopefully moving to Truro this summer, so should be good.
Excellent. Well, that's the thoughts there of Georgina Rosario. Thanks for joining us on Pirates TV. Ben, second half, 40 minutes, 10-point lead. Keep as it is.
Yeah, we've actually down on the pitch there, and there's, the wind's actually going up the slope, so that's in our favour this half, and hopefully we can again play in the right areas and get the first score after half time and kill this game off.
I know the Pirates management were hoping that the crowd would play their part. Again, the crowd has come in numbers this afternoon, and we could get to a stage second half where we need that 16th man. It certainly came into play against Bedford the other week.
Oh, they were fantastic that week against Bedford at home, and when we really needed them, they were so vocal, and they gave us that extra lift that we needed. And hopefully today they'll be hopefully the game won't be as tight as that one, but you know, they're fantastic.
It's gone to plan so far, but there are still areas that you need to work on, i.e. the line-out. Yeah,
the line-out needs to, we need to shore that up this half, really. We need to win some ball. I think if we could match our line-up with a scrum, because the scrum's going well, and if the line-up can go well, hopefully we can get a platform for our back line to get firing against these Donny lot.
You can see there the panoramic view of the Camborne Recreation Ground. Pirates will be kicking from left to right in this second half. They'll have the wind in their favour. It's a breeze, probably, if anything, going from the left corner across the field to that far right-hand corner. But it's all to do in the second half. But the Knights, we will expect a response from them. And they've just taken to the field now for the second half, led by their skipper for the afternoon, Glenn Kenworthy, just looking down in their lineup. Doesn't look as though there's any changes, but one man patting all the players on the pitch is Brett Davey, former Pirates coach. You worked under Brett. You know all about him.
Yeah, he'll have his tactics for today's game, and he'll have kept them close to his chest, as all coaches do. And obviously, he managed to get the one win early on in the season against us, but we're looking pretty good here.
Just looking down there now, Adam Kettle is actually out on the pitch there, the number 7.
Yeah, Ketts will have a different kind of threat to this the Doncaster team. He's very explosive, and he's quick and good with the ball in hand. We need to keep an eye on him.
Just trying to work out who he's come on for at the moment, but it's the Pirates who are returning to the field, led by their skipper Gavin Cattle. Looking down at their ranks, it appears they have made no changes to their lineups. I'll run you through the Pirates side in a minute. But, fullback, try scorer Wes Davis. On the wings, Rodri McAtee and Tom Luke. In the centre, Steve Wynn and Mark Ireland. Halfbacks are Johnny Bentley and skipper Gavin Cattle. In the front row, Alan Paver, Dave Ward, Rudy Britt. Second row, Laurie McGlone, Mike Myerscough. And the back row, Chris Morgan, Sam Betty and Blair Cowan. I'll run you through the Donny side in a moment. And our referee in charge there with his arm up, Leah Apgaright Roberts. And it'll be the Pirates who get us underway in the second half. Through Johnny Bentley, left-footed kick from the Kiwi. That one's going to be gathered straight away by the Donny number 8, Andy Boyd. He takes it up to his own 22. Ruck ball for the visitors here. Hallam fires it out to Brooks. Right-footed kick from him downfield. Blair Cowan's across to try and gather this one. Thinks about the quick one inside to Wes Davis, but instead takes the option to go for a home line-out. Doncaster lining up this afternoon at fullback, Anthony Carter. On the wings, Doug Flockhart and Andy Wright. In the centres, Chris Breyer and Bevan Armitage. I'll come back to the rest of the side. It's the Pirates on the attack. Johnny Bentley taking that one at pace but knocking on, and Hallam will gather the loose ball. Turnover ball here, feeds it inside to Adam Kettle, on as a half-time replacement. Quickly releases Doggy Flockhart. He loses that one in contact. Rodri McAtee gathers. I thought he was in touch, I must say, but referee says play on. Bentley works it out along the line.
Oh, go on, Johnny.
Oh, clever play there. Referee says accidental knock on.
Not sure about that one.
Just go back to the Doncaster side. Their halfbacks, Doncaster Knights halfbacks are James Brooks and Chris Hallam. In the front row, Toma Toke, Steve Bowden and Nalu Tau. Glenn Kenworthy and Glenn Townsend make up the second row. Neil Cochran started the game at blindside, but he's been replaced by Adam Kettle during the half-time break. Simon Granger on the open side flank, and number 8 is Andy Boyd. Not missing any action here, just seeing a replay of that. You thought I was a little harsh?
Yeah, but a bit worrying here. Both Gav and Johnny are getting treatment. Hopefully they're both okay.
Gavin Cattle father any moment now, we believe.
I think she's baby girl.
A baby girl,
Olivia,
excellent.
I think.
Thank you, Georgina. They're providing it. Olivia entered the world in the last 24 hours. Congratulations to Gavin Cattle on behalf of everyone here at Pirates TV. Maybe she'll take up the game of rugby a bit like Georgina on the women's front. Just
I think
Simon Rains just giving a thumbs up to Chris Sterling there in the coaching booth on that far right hand side. Johnny Bentley's up, shaken not stirred.
He looks a little rattled.
Just thinking the options that the Pirates have on the bench. I'd imagine if that was the case, Jackson would come on, go on the wing, and they put Tom Luke in at 10.
Yeah, I think that.
Thankfully, Johnny Bentley is fit at the moment. Donny pick up. Kettle takes that one. Hallam links with him. Offloads to Flockhart. Cuts in.
Smalls.
Big hit there from Chris Morgan, similar to the one in the British and Irish Cup game. Blair Cowan says, thank you very much. I'll have that ball. Before feeding it to McAtee, who's bundled into touch by 3 Doncaster players.
I think that's the 3rd or 4th time today we've had turnovers from big shots from our back row.
Much better performance from the Pirates back row. I know Chris Sterling was a little bit critical of his back row trio in the Albion game a few weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't just the back row. It wasn't just the back row he was critical of. It was a group thing, and these 3 have such a high work ethic and work rate. It's.
I suppose it's when you have a game like that, you realise just how much they do in a game normally.
Yeah.
Townsend,
Well
good
done.
counter there, and Ward collects that loose
Well
ball,
done.
and he's away. Sidesteps Nalutal. Brooks eventually tries to grab hold of him. He does. Made
Clear
good
out.
15, 20 metres. Now they go wide through Bentley. Offside
Here we
there
go.
from White. Referee.
Yes, go on,
Where's
Ireland.
Davis? Out to Mark Ireland. Mark Ireland in space. Hold to the floor. Great tackle there from Bevan Armitage to halt the Pirates centre. Win quickly in. Cattle looks to snipe. Penalty coming to the Pirates. The arm is out. 5 metres short of the Doncaster line. Big pressure here from the home side. They're looking to add to their tally. Cowan and Ward work together to try and ease this one forward. Now 2-3 metres short of the line. The arm is still out. Penalty coming. Free ball here for the Pirates. Bentley goes alone.
Yes,
Offloads to Chris
yes,
Morgan. It's a try. 3rd try of the afternoon for the Cornish Pirates. The arm is up. The cheers go up. And the Pirates are cooking.
I don't know, Moggs, I don't think he scored for a while. He'll be enjoying that one. Not sure about his the song that's on now for his try. Wurzels, I think it is. But that's a great try. Johnny Bentley again took the ball flat to the line and got a great offload in.
Initiated by Dave Ward, as you see, and then it was just worked at pace to the left along the line. Cattle out to Bentley. Win, great line from him. Offloads to Mark Ireland. He's halted just short by Armitage. Flying tackle there. And then it's worked, recycled in through a series of phases here. You can see the arm goes out in a minute from the referee for offside.
Good, we
And
showed good
eventually-
patience here.
And in the meantime, while you're seeing that replay, Johnny Bentley has added the extras. The Pirates have extended their advantage. Working the way through the replay here. Cattle, it's a lovely offload here from Johnny Bentley.
Oh.
Simple one, one-handed out to Chris Morgan. Great work.
Hey, Johnny's looked good today, hasn't he? He's back on fire again and he's created a couple of tries for us still.
Doncaster restart through Brooks. Carter fumbles that one, but referee, he does pick it up eventually. I thought he was going to let that one go.
Oh, there's some afters. Who we got in here? I imagine it's Simon Granger. He always likes a bit. Yeah,
Just having a look. Adam Kettle in there as well, maybe.
still going. I think Blair
Afternoon.
Cowan's in there as
And
well.
there's the bouncer, Alan Paver.
Just in there smiling, winding people up probably.
Always watch the little man. That's what you got to say.
Yeah, but they're treading on people's feet. Just annoying people.
And there you go. Simon Granger pulled out, Blair Cowan pulled out.
Yeah.
Good call there, Gully.
Scrum went forward by 15.
They've been niggling all game. There's been a bit of afters every now and again, so they'll be out of their system now. We can crack on with the rugby.
And its score at the moment is 22-5 to the Cornish Pirates. That try extending the home side's lead. They led 15-5 at the break. That's 7 points in the second half has made it 22-5. And it's worked out there by the Pirates. Great clearance from Johnny Bentley, left-footed downfield, and it's still trundling along there, putting Andy Wright on the back foot straight away. He'll feed it back inside to Carter. Left-footed kick there from the fullback. And
Johnny's just strutting around the pitch now. He's running the show. He's playing really well. Again, putting us in the right areas. Hopefully we can get another successful line out here. Probably go to a 5-man, which we won first line out of the half. No, it's a full line out.
What do you know, Gully? Eh? They've gone a full one. But again, a loose line out from the Pirates. Kettle will gather that one for the visitors, and he returns it with a bit of interest. Bentley holds on for Grimlife there against the Scouser.
Did he get a turnover? Yeah, Johnny again.
Good work again, and it's Steve Wynn now returning it for the Cornish Pirates. The Fords drive in to assist. Hands in there from both sides. Adam Kettle there trying to wrestle the ball back for the Doncaster Knights. Kettle goes wide.
Here we go.
To Ireland. That one's knocked on by Briers before Wes Davis is dumped to the floor by Toma Toke. Wes Davis has stayed down after that one. Felt the full force of that, I think. Is
he I think he's winded, is he? Oh no.
It's his right leg of some sort. You just see it in pictures there. Jeff Till quickly on the scene.
And we're
going to have a scrum, but we'll have a break in play here. But just the sort of response the Pirates wanted straight in the second half. 5 minutes in, they got a try. Three tries.
It looks a pretty nice scoreboard. A bit older than Carl, but
Gavin Cattle just using his experience in there. He's not going to put the ball in when the scrum's going like that. It's going back at pace, and he just has a word with the referee. Clever play there from the Pirates skipper. As we said, Pirates are readying all 3 replacements now. You've got Paul Andrews stripped, James Doherty stripped, and also Rod Labuschagne. The only one not to be used, should they come on, will be Matt Evans at the moment. Again, it's going in there. Referee says free kick. Penalises it. Blair Cowan releases Morgan at pace there. Straight into the action. They weren't 10. Arms out already. Chris Briers is the man penalised. Cattle. Great pass to Blair Cowan. Cowan on the charge. Drives forward. Referee's going to come back though for that initial not 10.
I think he's in. Is he in the bin as well? He's not happy with him.
That was late on the player there.
Hudson Tongaue is the man penalised. Late hit, he says. Penalty to the Pirates. Doncaster shooting themselves in the foot here.
Yeah, I could even see Gav going for the post here, but we'll probably put it in a corner and try and pick up a 5th try if we can.
Well, this is just the response Chris Sterling would have wanted from his boys after those 2 playoff defeats to Bedford and to Plymouth Albion. And here come the cavalry, as they say. Paul Andrew, Rod Labuschagne and James Doherty coming on. So Alan Paver makes way. Gavin Cattle, the last try scorer, makes way. I'm just looking to see who the final replacement is. So Rod Labuschagne coming on. It's Blair Cowan coming off. So McGlone will go to 8. Labuschagne will partner Myerscough in the engine room. Great work again from all 3 men.
Yeah, they've gone through some work again today. Maybe have a look at front peel here.
That one's shot out the back. Gathered well there by Hudson Tongaue at the back. Now it's Kettle, a fellow replacement. Big dump there from Laurie McGlone on the Scouser.
Great tackle again. Laurie's gone through some work today.
Fires it out wide now to Andy Wright on that far right wing. Comes back to ruck ball for Chris Hallam. Hallam fires it inside to Briers. Briers right foot kick downfield. McTee's under the ball. And the Welshman has time and space. Fires it inside to Nick Jackson. Jackson, high hanging kick. That one's got snow on it.
That's a good kick. Just
outside the 22. Good footwork there from McColl. Does well. Creates the ruck for the visitors. Pirates are lined up. Men either way. Kettle acts as scrum half now to Hallam. Hallam out along the line to Briers this time. Brought to the floor. Paul Andrews, great work there from him. Eventually driven out. Steve Wynn is in there. Knocked on by Hallam.
you can see the work on the floor from everyone in the squad today has been so much better than the last 2 weeks or so.
Paul Andrew immediately into the action there, and he was close to winning the turnover himself. Scrum ball to the Pirates with just about 13 minutes of normal time to play, and then whatever the referee decides to add on top. It's the Cornish Pirates, though, who lead. 4 tries this afternoon. They lead 29 points to 5. They're heading towards the final, and it'll be here against Munster.
That'll be a big game, that.
You're licking your lips already here, Gully. Free kick against the Pirates this time. Chris Hallam a little frustrated there, but a bit of gamesmanship, you could call that, from Laurie McGlone there. Just hold on to the ball, kick the ball.
Showing his experience there. Ooh.
And that was a nice little dummy run there from Hudson Tonga.
I'd like to see that run straight to Laurie McGlone.
Out to Kettle eventually. Kettle drives the ball forward. Doncaster readying 3 more replacements. The Pirates also have Matt Evans stripped. That one spurts out the back. Tokert will take it on now for the Knights up to his own 10-metre line. And again, it looks as though the Pirates have won this one. Turnover ball. Great work again.
Oh, here we go.
Fight on the far side. Momentarily there between Briars.
Is that Dave Ward again with a turnover?
There he is, the number 2.
Yeah.
And as we said, changes coming here for Doncaster in the shape of John McMillan. First, though, Matt Evans coming on for Mike Myerscough.
Yeah, Mikey's had a good game. He's gone through a lot of work.
Matt Darcy coming on for Doncaster Knights at the scrum half position. And their other replacement is Tom Doughty coming on in the front row for Nalu Tau. Steve Bowden makes way in the hooker.
Number 5, Mike Myerscough, replaced by number 20, Matt Evans.
Changes are plenty, but for all that, Doncaster still have it all to do. We have 12 minutes remaining, 22 points to make up just to get level. And it's McGlone now, picks up from the base of that scrum, goes to ground. Turnover ball here for Doncaster. Darcy straight into the action here, spins it out wide to Kettle, seen a lot of the ball since he came on.
Well done, Matt. Good defence from Matt Evans there.
Poor play from the Knights again, though. Now that's a loose pass from Nick Jackson, knocked on by Wright in the initial build-up, but we're going to come back. It's gone a bit sloppy in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, a bit scrappy now, isn't it? What's he giving here? Is it a scrum to Doncaster? Oh no, Abel. Be nice if we could just finish the day off with a score here in the last 10 minutes and give the crowd one more try to cheer about.
Scrum down to the Cornish Pirates. James Doherty just collects the ball, gets his instructions. Pirates.
Just a nice solid scrum here.
Nicely angled line. Good shove there from Doncaster this time, but Doherty does well. Quick hands from the scrum half. Ooh. Feeds it off to Steve Wynn. A nice dummy run there from Nick Jackson, but he doesn't offload. Doherty's in there again to collect the ball. He eventually gets pulled into the action himself. Penalty against the Pirates for holding on in the tackle there. Darcy takes it quick, feeds Kettle. Kettle with time and space. Links well with Darcy. Releases Boyd this time. Goes to ground. Darcy goes wide through Brooks. Brooks, right footed kick, looks for the spacing behind. Tom Luke is across, as is Doherty. Doherty gathers well. Scampers away.
On,
lovely offload there to Tom Luke. Right footed kick from Tom Luke. It's taken by McCall. Now he comes inside to Doug Flockhart. High hanging kick there from the left winger. The chase is on. It was a mess. Comes back on Donny's side though. Brooks out along the line to Boyd this time. Brushes aside 2 Pirates. Now Darcy snipes again on the far side. Drives it into Tonga Ue. Darcy inside to Brooks. Brooks, looping pass from him. Working it along the line to Briars. Hold short.
On,
great hands there from Jackson. Simple inside now to Rimmer. Rimmer takes it forward. Doherty.
Let's go, boys.
Men on here if they decide to use them.
Oh,
which is Rodri McAtee. He's away.
Oh,
Clever
great
tap tackle there from Flockhart on the Welshman.
He just flopped on Rodri there. It's a penalty.
Now Doherty comes inside through Jackson. Jackson looping pass. Ireland gathers it. Takes it forward. Ask questions in midfield there. Penalty to the Pirates. Simple play, but effective.
Thought Doherty was going to go quickly then.
And when everyone gets up, it's Adam Kettle who's penalised there for the visitors. Kettle lives on the edge. I've seen plenty of him during his time with Plymouth Albion. And I remember he had bad memories of the game down here last year when he got sent off for Doncaster.
Yeah, he did. He had a swinging arm on Tom Luke, if I remember. But he's had his discipline issues. But he's been pretty dangerous today since he's come on. He's actually he's added to their back row.
Doncaster are about to make another replacement here, and it's Adam Kettle who's being dragged.
Is that through an injury?
Not quite sure, and it's Bryn Griffiths that comes on, former Newport Dragons man. Played here in the past with the Dragons in a few friendlies. Just looking across there, Adam Kettle, his right leg is heavily strapped, and his right arm is also now sort of being held in like a sling-like position. He's shaking his head. He's not happy. So short and sweet. He had best part of 33 minutes in this second half. Just looking at his right shoulder. And I can gather he's getting no sympathy from the home faithful here.
The scrum's gone into, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. Not sure what's going on in there.
I think the scrum halves are taking their time putting the ball in, and it's a bit of a push fest before the ball's actually gone in there. Very untidy, but the Pirates won't mind. As you can see on the picture there, they lead 29 points to 5 with best part of 6 minutes remaining. They're heading to the final of the British and Irish Cup. Remember 3 years ago they lifted the EDF Energy National Trophy at Twickenham with that victory over Exeter Chiefs. Now they'll be looking to lift the inaugural B&I Cup here at the Camborne Recreation Ground against Munster. That comes late next month, 16th, with a 6 p.m. kick-off here at the Recreation Ground. Sky cameras will be here that day. Darcy runs straight into a white wall of Pirates players there. And as you said, Ben, it's just gone ugly in the last few minutes. It's not been pretty rugby, but it doesn't matter for the Pirates.
No, we're sitting 29-5 up with 6 minutes to go. Quite happy it's gone a bit scrappy up here now. We can just relax a bit, and like I said, it'd just be nice if we could finish the day off with one more score.
Well, fingers crossed your injury gets better and you'll be back in the fray for this final.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Have to do the right things by it, and we'll just see how it goes.
That one's picked up from Boyd. He links with Darcy. Darcy scampers away, but runs straight into Dave Ward. Brought to the deck. And again, good battling there from the Pirates at the ruck, and they've won it over again. Laurie McGlone, not for the first time this afternoon, wins the scrum for the Pirates. Good turnover work. Laurie McGlone, Ben, you've been picking him out most of the afternoon. He's certainly star performer for us at the moment.
Yeah, he's been putting in some massive tackles, and he's turned the ball over 2 or 3 times, and it helps so much when it's not just your 7 or your 6 turning the ball over, but if your locks and props can help out there as well. It helps the team massively.
Scrum down to the Cornish Pirates. We're into the last 5 minutes here at the Camborne Recreation Ground. All the action being brought to you as always here on Pirates TV in association with the My Cornwall TV crew. We bring you home and away with the Pirates. Bentley, Grubber kicks that one through. Tom Luke's on the chase. Lovely tap back inside from Tom Luke. Wynne is there quickly on the scene to gather the loose ball. 5 metres inside the Doncaster 22. Slow ball for the Pirates this time, but as we said, they won't worry too much. James Doherty just looks up to see who's available outside him. You can see there, Chris Morgan is one of them. He takes the ball on, gets assisted by
as well
4 colleagues. Doherty snipes it inside to Bentley. Bentley.
Still our ball though, still our ball.
Doherty again. Arm is out. Win. Pop pass there to Rob Ellaway. Rob Ellaway pumps the legs, drives the legs.
Great
5
leg
metres
drive.
short. Now Doherty comes again. Lazy runners coming here from Doncaster. The work from them is beginning to pay on their legs. Doherty out to Bentley. Has no one outside him. Has to go alone. Crunching hit there from Hudson Tongue on the Kiwi. Lovely pass from Doherty into Ireland. Ireland drives forward. In come the cavalry. Now they'll go wide left. That's a hand in there from the number 19, Bryn Griffiths. Penalty to the Pirates. Referee says play on. Paul Andrew in the scrum half roll.
Great pass from Paulie.
Takes it forward now through Nick Jackson. 10 metres in front of the Doncaster post. They go wide again. Rodri McAtee shows one way, shows the other.
Gets a good
Drives
offload
forward.
in as well.
Ruck ball, 5 metres short of the Doncaster line. Doherty again, out to Bentley. Lops the pass back
Oh,
inside to
Jacko.
Jackson. Jackson's in. Try time!
There we go. Icing on the cake. Superb.
Nick Jackson is the man. And that had been coming. Great work again, just worked through the phases. Went left, went right, come back inside again. And in the end, Nick Jackson cuts a lovely line right through the heart of the Doncaster defence. You just see the replay here now. Johnny Bentley, and you just see him. On go the afterburners, and he scorches in under the post.
And Johnny taking the ball good, close to the line again and gets a good offload in. Great try, we deserve that. We, as soon as we've kept the ball today, we've 3, 4 phases, 5, 6 phases, and I think we've scored when we've managed to keep the ball for that amount of time. So for
Bentley
John.
now has the chance to just heap further misery on the Knights, who, to be fair, I expected more from them this day. They've been in good form coming down here. They'd won here in the league. I expected more from them, but
it just shows the work that we've done in the week, especially Tuesday. Johnny just adds the extras there. The work around the ruck area has been superb today, and we've not allowed Doncaster play, so yeah, just got to take your hats off to the boys out there today.
Johnny Bentley spots the extras. Just hearing in the background there, the man of the match award has gone to that man, Johnny Bentley. Although he must have been pushed close very hard by Laurie McGlone. Has to be said.
Go on, Rod.
Rod Labuschagne takes that. Restart.
Yeah, there's been some outstanding performances out there today from not just Johnny, but
Magician works his magic again there. Tom Luke gathers that crossfield kick, chips it over the head of Andy Wright. Wright does well to gather it, and he's bundled into touch eventually. And it will be a line out to the Cornish Pirates, about a metre or so inside Doncaster half.
it's just the basics have gone well today again. We've another good restart. Rod Labuschagne commanded the ball there in the end, in the air, and we're up in Donny half again. Good line out.
Morgan takes it. Now it's fed along the line. Bentley looping pass to Dave Ward with space to run in. Runs straight into Brooks, then Hudson Tongue. They come again through Doherty. Bentley, lovely offload this time to Rob Ellaway. Goes up, now inside. And it's Paul Andrew. Everyone wants to get hold of the ball at the moment. Paul Andrew drives forward.
Great carry.
Still going, 5, 6 metres. Now
go.
they come wide again. Tom Luke in the fly half slot. Lovely looping pass from him out to Ireland. Ireland eventually held up in midfield. Wynn is there, his centre partner. Close at hand.
Dangerous today, those two. They played well. Iro and Steve Wynn.
Doherty out to Bentley.
Go on,
Bentley
Johnny.
snipes again.
what a
Lovely offload,
And
one-handed to Ward. Ward
Go on,
releases
Jacko.
Jackson in space again. Looks for support. McAtee
Oh.
to Evans. Evans offloads. Oh, it's gone behind Doherty. Paul Andrews on the scene.
it's
Laurie
gone in.
McGlone. He's going over. Oh,
That's another great try.
it's an avalanche of points here now. And that is truly rewarded there for Laurie McGlone. No wonder everyone is rising to their feet around us. Sensational rugby from the Cornish Pirates. Johnny Bentley, Dave Ward, Nick Jackson. He does it.
I thought Jacko might go all the way here.
Cuts it back inside to Rodri McAtee. McAtee inside again.
Kept our heads here. Paulie does well.
Matt Evans.
Great
Paul
offload from Paul Andrew. Laurie just trots over. Enjoyed that one as well. He's worked hard today, Laurie. There you go, Johnny added the extras again. And that's the game, full time.
Well, Ben Gulliver, I hope to see you out on the field again, but on this sort of showing, you've been struggling to get in the side. 43 points to 5, the Cornish Pirates have won. This is not just a win, it's a resounding win for them. They are into the final of the B&I Cup here on May 16th against Munster. It'll be a massive occasion for the people of Cornwall, massive occasion for the Cornish Pirates, and it's set up all the makings of a grand final. Ben, where do we start with that? It's been an outstanding performance from the boys today.
I think they've all been superb. 1 to 22 today. They've all put their good show in today. And I think, like I said earlier, it's the work on the ground. I think we turned the ball over a lot, and our defence looked solid. Doncaster didn't really threaten, and that work at the ruck area, which we worked on Tuesday, is reproved dividends today.
So we've done the job in the cup. We're into the final with that now. We've obviously got the playoff game here, final playoff game next week against Bristol. Play like that, we could be talking bonus point wins. You never know.
I know, yeah. Well, that's it now. We're looking forward to that game, and that's a great win for the boys because they've been pretty low on confidence after 2 tough defeats. So to come out there and shows the character of the squad we've got this year, and again, awesome result, and bring on Bristol.
And just the tonic after those 2 defeats, I know how disappointed everyone was, not just the players, the coaching staff, fans alike. Everyone was really disappointed. But this is what it's all about. You can just see in the picture there Doncaster assistant coach Brett Davey, well known to a lot of Pirates supporters from his time here with the Cornish club. Magnanimous in defeat there, shaking the hands of every Pirate. But to be honest, Doncaster were blown away today.
They were, yeah. We're capable of doing that to anyone really, and I'm so happy for the boys, and we can really enjoy that win. It's not very often you get to score 40 points against a good Doncaster team, so fair play to the boys, and hats off to them.
I know we spoke earlier in the commentary about how good their defence was, but when you play rugby like that, you can't defend against that.
No, you can't live with it, and I think it's just a case of stringing phases together. Today, I mean, anything over 4 or 5 phases, and we looked dangerous, and we came away with points. The game got scrappy at times, but when we were good, we were really good today.
I know the fans played their part, but that final in a few weeks' time now, Ben, it's going to be a massive occasion for the club. And if we can make it cool, the people of Cornwall need to come out now.
They do, yeah. I'm sure they will. I'm sure it'll be absolutely packed down here. Let's hope we can, put a good show on for the Sky cameras. Hopefully get a better result than we did last time we were on Sky. But really looking forward to it, and hopefully we'll get a full house down here, 6,000 maybe.
Just looking at the boys there, Gavin Cattle's having his say. He's had hell of a week. He's become a father, he scored a try, and he's now leading a side into a cup final for the 2nd time in his Pirates career. He knows what it takes to lead a Pirates Cup winning side, and as you said, he's been there and done it before.
He has, yeah. Gav's he's going to be key for us on that day, and we don't get a chance to play for Silverware very much, just with the championship, and this is the 2nd cup, so we've done really well now. It's not just a case of getting to the final, we want to go and win the thing.
You can see smiles all round there on the faces of the Cornish Pirates. Mark Ireland, Alan Paver and Steve Wynn coming into shot there now. Gavin Cattle's having a moment there with Carl Rimmer. But when you look around the bench as well this afternoon, Ben, they all made an impact when they came in. Paul Andrew in particular.
Paulie carried the ball really well, and he sees a couple of scrum half passes and a great offload for Laurie's try. So yeah, everyone 1 to 22 has all added to the game today, and they've came well off the bench, which is so important in big games like this.
Well, as you can see there, the Cornish Pirates scoreline 43 points to 5 against Doncaster Knight. We've had Ben Gulliver alongside us here in the commentary booth. Thanks for joining us, Ben, this afternoon. Great work from you. We hope to see you out on the field, hopefully for that final. But we'll take a short break.